Happy New Year, everyone. Um, I wanted to come to you all with a serious message, so if you don't really want to see something serious, I guess you can hit X. This video is not for sympathy, so you don't have to say I'm sorry or whatever you would typically say in a situation. Don't even say it. Just take the message that I'm giving you, because I'm not doing this for sympathy, not at all. So in the past 3 years, it's been 3 years now since I've had a permanent position, but I've been at this position I'm working now for quite some time. But the past 3 years, I've had to deal with some type of struggle going into the new year. The first year was me dealing with the loss of my job because of the economy. The second year, it was me dealing with legal trouble as far as drinking, driving, and speeding, which was stupid on my part because now I have to deal with that for the rest of my life. Um, and this year, it was the loss of my grandmother. So my grandmother passed away on December 26th. And I'm telling you this because I want you to think about this if you're having any issues with anybody in your family. So my grandmother was 84 when she passed away. Um, I've only known two of, like, really known two of my grandparents. My grandfather on my father's side, because his wife, my grandmother, she passed away when I was young and I didn't really get to know her. And then I just don't know who my grandfather is on my mother's side. So my grandfather had passed long ago when I was young, and she was the only one I had left. And I love my grandmother. We did things. We played games. She cooked for us. She made the best bread pudding I ever had, and I still have yet to have some as good as hers. And even though there's one restaurant that comes close, and she was just all around loving, caring person. She took care of me and all my cousins. She was the mother of four daughters, and her four daughters had sons. So there was five of us, five sons. All in all, so she had five grandsons. And she passed away on the 26th. And she was in an old folks home. And a little history of my grandmother. She had diabetes all my life that I knew, but she always took care of herself. She always did what she needed to do as far as doctor appointments, insulin, eating for the most part. And thank God she never really had to deal with kidney issues until the end. And also, amputations like some other people. So, as my grandmother got up in age, I didn't see her as much because I did not like seeing her in the state that she was. And when I say the state that she was, it was because she was dealing with Alzheimer's, and dementia was before the Alzheimer's. It was hard seeing her like that because that wasn't the grandmother that I knew. Um, you know, and it got to a point where I almost thought she forgot who we were. And a lot of my cousins and other family members also stopped wanting to see her because they couldn't bear to see her in that state. So on the 26th, after Christmas, we all went to go see her that morning, and she was in a state where her kidneys were failing. We knew they were failing for the past couple of weeks, and I would go see her like maybe once or twice a week. But we knew it was getting bad we knew it was getting bad on Christmas Day. So comes come to the morning of the 26th, I go to see her along with all my other family. All her grandsons are there except for one. All her daughters are there, and a few of her nieces and nephews are there to see her off. And um, on on that day, she passed away. towards the afternoon. We were all there and we witnessed it. And what was strange about it was, one, I've never seen someone pass away. I've never seen someone die in front of my eyes. And the whole time she was there, breathing heavy, she was on morphine. Um, and the whole time we were there, her eyes were closed. So she passed away at 3:12 p.m. And right before she passed away, she opened her eyes and like she lifted her head a little bit and she looked everyone in that room in the eyes and gave them a look. And my brother came in with his wife literally minutes. They were the last people to get there, literally minutes before she took her last breath. And then that was it. She passed away. I think that was her way of acknowledging everyone and saying her goodbye. I also think it was her way of saying, you know, I do remember you all. And I forgive you all for not coming to see us. Oh, coming to see me. And tomorrow I have to go to her funeral. And I have to be the pallbearer. And it's going to be hard. I mean, it's hard for me to do this video right now. But I just say this. I'm saying this so you can get this message. If there's anyone in your life that you're having a hard time with or you're not getting along with, and you know they may be family or someone who you've known for a long time and you were once close and had a great relationship, work on whatever it is that you need to fix before they go. Because although my grandmother did live a long life, that's not guaranteed to everyone. And you should do your best to mend in this new year any broken relationships you have, or get closure at least, and not have bad feelings towards that person. You know, in those last moments when she looked at all of us, it was like she held out on Christmas, because she could have just left us on Christmas Day, but she held out until the next day when all her family was there looking at her and saying our goodbyes and acknowledging us, even after some of us had turned our back on her. And I feel so bad about that. But I think in the end that she forgave us. And I think that, you know, some of you out here need to do the same and let go. Like they say, let go and let God. So I didn't make this message for sympathy. So, you know, you don't have to feel sorry for me or anything. I made this message so you could get the message. So you can make changes in your life. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye because I have to go take care of some things tonight. And you all have a good new year and make it do what it do and make it do it right. Alright, so I'll talk to you later. Peace out.